State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds. And that
drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Sometimes I need a check. I just need this bunch of money.
You kidding me? He's not gonna get me? Mike check 33. 33. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey.
a handoff to Barkley. He spins free, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Push him back. Push him back. Mike check 33.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Call it no gain there on the first down play.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler, and he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
first down. Here's the run with Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
3rd down.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now Watson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick, because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
Jackson, option right, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Let's go. 50 Cent. Mike.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
His pass complete to Alvin Kamara. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. This is Alvin Kamara, Pro Bowler in all 3 of his NFL seasons. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's a give to Barkley. And a short gain here, down to the 22. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
22-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A first throw for the backup Jackson. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
4th down.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37.
37-yard attempt.
And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out, it's not the case.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And he is the NFC rating Offensive Player of the Week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
3rd and long, it's Watson, flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, it's Allen. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
That one complete to Hill. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Set to return it, here's Moore. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And almost picked off. Well, I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Kevin White.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Cowboys.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. One of the best in the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
2-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13, Watson and Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys.
To Darren Waller.
Darren Waller, 78 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. The keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Brandon, to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
7 at the 40.
I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. Second. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, Jackson And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
7-yard line.
A good pickup there at 22. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard
line. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. On 2nd down and 4. Allen, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Time to go, Mike. He's checking. Crash.
The pitch back. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Makes the score Giants 14, Cowboys 6. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Brings up 2nd.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
The Cowboys on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Watson. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call a no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Watson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And no, it's incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
It's a turnover on down.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal for some breathing room, no doubt. And really, a field goal would be huge. That would make it a 2-score game.
Hey, check black 33. Check black 33. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Hey, I got him. That's me.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
Barkley, the ball.
Tackle made there by Budda Baker. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Again, it's Barkley. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing now is Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
no gain on the
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
15-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. All right, so then instead of a 2-score lead in the waning moments, that miss means they're going to need to sweat this one out after all, partner.
Nothing comes easy in this league. That could turn out to be a miss of disastrous proportions. So now they need to call on their defense one last time to bail them out.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Watson now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
How you like me now?
And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Do what you do.
Today's final score,
We were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Giants, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they dropped their 7th game on the year. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.